Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. Today we are going to talk about what to do when a very seemingly overwhelming and powerful circumstance shows up in your 3D, in your three-dimensional world, in your external reality, and you feel very intimidated by it. Okay, and you now feel that this circumstance is very powerful. Okay, you feel your logical mind has absolutely no way of even fathoming how the hell did this even come into your life. Okay, and persisting in your end result or even contemplating it becomes very difficult because your logical mind has absolutely no way of determining or knowing or even hypothetically, like theoretically coming up with a solution. That is how impossible your circumstances seem. That is how intimidating they seem. So what to do in such a scenario? Okay, the thing is, if you want to manifest consciously, successfully, and consistently, okay, if you want to be a successful and consistent conscious creator, then you have to learn never to take no for an answer. Never, absolutely never to take no for an answer. Like, it does not matter if your logical mind does not know how your problem will be resolved. Okay, so let me explain this to you with the help of an example. Okay, so you guys probably have heard about Napoleon Hill. He's the author of Think and Grow Rich. Recently, I just randomly came across another book of his. It is known as Wishes Won't Bring Riches. Okay, it's by Napoleon Hill, and in this book, he narrates that his son was born without ears. So obviously, he did not have any ability to hear at all. His skull did not have the hole for a canal. Can you imagine that he did not have that biology, he did not have the organs for hearing? But Napoleon Hill kept on saying that no, my child is going to be able to hear perfectly, and he is going to have a very normal life. Actually, he's going to have a successful life, but to begin with, he's going to be very normal. He didn't want to put him in a special school for special or differently abled kids or something. Okay, and so even though the kid did not have any did not even possess the ability to hear, okay, he had no physical biological ear. The skull did not have the mechanism for a canal. It had no hole. Okay, this guy kept on having faith that my son is going to be able to hear perfectly. He's going to have a very normal life at school. He's going to be able to perform all his duties. And he's going to be able to fulfill all his responsibilities and have a very normal, successful life. That he's not going to live like somebody who is disabled. Okay, and so Napoleon Hill kept on talking to his son. Okay, he put his lips on his head when he was a little infant. Okay, and whispered, stories to him about how he's going to have a wonderful life and how he is going to be a very normal kid with a very good concept of self, and he's always going to have high self-esteem and blah 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 blah. Like he just kept on talking to his son and praising him about how he's going to be successful, how he's going to be able to hear normally, and he's going to have a very good life. And miraculously, the kid was able to hear. I mean, naturally, the kid was able to hear 60% of what was said. And he did not have to go to a school for special kids or anything. He just went through school life normally. He did all the routine activities that young children did. He sold papers, newspapers. Okay, in fact, he sold the most. And when he grew up, okay, a special aid was manufactured by some company for him that was able to help him hear 100%. Okay, his hearing ability was restored to 100% as a young man who had just graduated from college, university. And he was able to land a very good job for the same company that manufactured hearing aids, and was able to help he was able to help them to test out the devices. And it was a wonder, a scientific wonder. A person who was born without the physiology, okay, who was born without actual ears, to be able to have 100% hearing was a miracle. In fact, the very fact that he was able to hear, even though his skull did not have those holes for ear canals and stuff, that was in itself a miracle. Okay, so sometimes the 3D is going to beat you down. And being a conscious creator doesn't mean that you cannot have difficult days, man. Okay, everybody has difficult days in their life. It doesn't mean that you can never be sad or you don't get angry or anything. Okay, but what being a conscious creator means is that it gives you the mechanism to effectively deal with these circumstances and triggers in your 3D and to emerge with a favorable outcome. Most people, when they encounter an overwhelming circumstance, what happens to them is they start telling themselves, there is something in me that created that. They start blaming themselves because they went and read something out of context, that everything in your life is a reflection of what is happening within you. Okay, and so they went and read this out of context. They misinterpreted it, and now they're blaming themselves for causing this circumstance. Oh, I have something in my mind that is blocking my manifestation. That is not the way to deal with it. Okay, you need to have some illogical confidence within you, man, because your logical mind sometimes will not be able to see the answer immediately. Neville Goddard called it brazen impudence, this subtle, rudeness, disrespect, contempt for your circumstances, that you cannot overpower me. Okay, that element of faith, that ability to sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled within you and not be triggered, or not let the trigger permanently flip your state. Okay, so sometimes your logical mind will not know how the hell are you supposed to get out of this, but it's not even your job to find out a way. Your job is only to land in and sustain the mood of the wish fulfilled. Okay, Napoleon Hill in his book says that faith is a state of mind wherein one temporarily sets aside his own reason and willpower and opens his mind completely for the guidance of infinite intelligence, for the attainment of some definite desire. The guidance takes place in the form of an idea or a plan that is presented to the conscious mind through the faculty of imagination. The object of one's desire must, to induce the state of mind known as faith, be so definite that one can see it as an already attained reality. Instead of praying for the object of desire, reverse this rule and give thanks for having already received it. Repeat this procedure daily. Very similar to something that Neville Goddard said. Okay, Neville called it the law of reversibility. Okay, same thing, that instead of praying for the object of desire, reverse this rule and give thanks for already having received it. Repeat this procedure daily. Never mind what your reason tells you of the impracticality of this procedure. Remember, you have temporarily overridden your faculty of reason in order to give infinite intelligence an opportunity to guide you. Unless you can carry out this instruction willingly, you have not subordinated your reason to the higher power of infinite intelligence. Remember this and be guided accordingly. Okay, so sometimes there is no way logically you can think of how to get out of your situation, but that is not even your job. Your job is to give thanks, okay, to be in that state of gratitude or swagger, as I like to call it, for already having received your desire. Some of the most powerful manifestors on our planet, I'm going to give you just a couple examples, okay. They have this brazen impudence. Okay, one of them is not a very popular character, but a very powerful manifestor nonetheless. That is Donald Trump. He, without any political experience, became the most powerful man in the world. That is not a joke. That is no small feat. Okay. It takes a lot of belief in self. It takes a lot of illogical confidence to even attempt that. Second one is Kanye West. Okay. In terms of technical rapping ability, there are so many people who are better than him, but this guy is doing billion-dollar deals, man. Billion-dollar deals. David Goggins, okay, he's an ultra marathon athlete. Okay. Like, he pushes his body to such extremes, that sometimes he has micro fractures in his feet. He has kidney damage and stuff, but he keeps on going. And his way of doing that is he tells people that I imagine how will it feel like once I accomplish it. Okay, and he feeds himself with that imagination, and he's able to overcome Herculean hurdles, man. Okay, so I hope that this video inspires you to keep going despite how overwhelming your circumstances may feel like. I hope this video teaches you to never take no for an answer. Okay. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, unleash the power within you. And remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.